Hey, it's Deja. So I wanted to talk about Baddies USA Chapter 2, Episode 6. So this episode, it actually was a really good episode, but it was actually crazy during that bus scene, realizing that they had spent, what, like 45 minutes, almost an hour in a parking lot in LA and never started driving down to Arizona. But before we get to that, so the episode starts with Pressure, TT, Hurricane M, and Ciroc. They, Ciroc and Pressure, they're fighting still. And Ciroc, she did, get handled a little bit by Pressure. Not too much, but she did get handled a little bit by Pressure. So, she started wanting to go back and get her lick back. So Ciroc, she's dragging Pressure all over the damn couch, just doing the most. She was really pissed off about them damn meta glasses, but that just kind of was what it was. I didn't think there was like a win or loser in that. Like people, they overhype the word like heavy hitter and stuff like that. I'm just like there is no heavy hitter on this show. Like not even Tasiki. Like let's be honest. Tasiki can fight, but she hasn't fought anybody that's on her weight class. You know what I mean? So I don't think she's necessarily a heavy hitter. She got a heavy hand, but she ain't no heavy hitter. Um, I mean, I wouldn't fight her, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, when you think of heavy hitter, you think of somebody like Clarissa Shields. Somebody with one hit when they really trying will break your face. I don't think that that's Tasiki because she mostly fights girls that can't fight. Like Marge, she got all the knots like Martin, couldn't fight. DTB, she got a tooth pulled out, but we know DTB can't fight. When she went against, what's her name? When she went against ET, she got a challenge there because ET can fight. What she said, I don't like to argue, I like to fight. So it just kind of is what it is. But back to the show. So then we see Roly, Wet Wet, Neek, and Kanaya. So Roly and Wet Wet, Wet Wet shows up first, and she's just like dancing. I'm just like, girl, you just legs and titties. Like seriously, I don't. She just, if she had a bigger role on the show, then I would be like, oh, okay, wait, she's the comedic relief. But she is honestly barely seen unless somebody's whooping her ass or when the chaos is happening. She's just like bend over and stuff, and I'm just like, girl, but she's like talking to Roly and she's asking Roly like, can I be one of your background dancers? And Roly like, oh, okay, well, you know what? Get on the pole. Let me see what you got. Let me see what you got. And she just started moving. She wasn't necessarily dancing, but she was moving, sticking and gyrating. And really was like, girl, hell no. So then Kanaya and Neek show up, and then they started talking about what happened last night. Honestly, it was a little bit boring, but I do like how they got out the house and they did something else. The house probably was like, "Girl, the cops was called. There was a whole lot of commotion going on. Y'all cannot film here no more." And I feel like with Airbnb and these other kind of places, they're gonna get hip to what's going on, and they're gonna be like, "Y'all absolutely can't do that here." No, but I'm glad that they did get out. I wish that they had actually did something because like nobody really got on the pole. They was playing around, so it was fun for what it was. And then we start getting to like the girls getting ready and stuff because they're about to get on the bus. And one of the first things that happened on the bus was fights, fight. So if you remember from like last episode, when Bahati was fighting M at the house meeting, M took Bahati's wig, and then Neek tried to get the wig back because her and Bahati they're like starting to become friends. So she was like, "No, don't tear my friend's wig. That's not okay." So she's trying to get the wig back. She didn't actually swing on M. She just grabbed the wig really hard, and then her and M they started to get into it because M felt like you were fighting on behalf of your friend, and But honestly, I'm kind of with Neek on this. I don't like M, so I'm never gonna be with her. But girl, like if that was TT wig and Bahati had to took the wig, girl, you would have fought Bahati. I mean, you would have fought Bahati trying to get to it. But if it was anybody, you would have been like, nah, don't wear my girl's wig. Like that's just real bitch stuff. Like what Nick was saying, like girl, if you don't do stuff like that, where it's like somebody finna tear your friend wig and you don't try to take it from them, then what are you doing? You know. So it's kind of annoying because M was trying to call Nick pussy for not wanting to fight, but it's like, girl, her hands are messed up, so why would she fight you? She tried to fight you yesterday, you said no, but now today she's pussy because she's saying no. I don't know. I want to tell you, Duck and Wreck. was something that Fauna and what's her name, and Killer, whatever her name is, got told by the CIA, and then they told all the girls in baddies, like, don't be ducking wreck, don't be ducking wreck, because it's something that's supposed to harm the black community, so that we keep fighting each other needlessly. Like, obviously I'm joking, but like this whole like duck and wreck and stuff, girl, my fucking hands is broken. My hands are broken to the point where every single one of my fingers in my the palm of my hand has to be stitched up, and they in splints. Girl, I'm not gonna fight you so I can be more injured. No, wait till my hand heals in 2 weeks. Or not even 2 weeks, just wait till my hand heals in like a girl a day or so. Once this liquor start hitting and I can feel the pain. Like, girl, give me a second. Anyway, so she was just like, girl, I'm not gonna do that with you right now. Um, and then pressure gets on the, because it was so much happening, so it's really hard to know. But pressure gets on the bus. Her and Ciroc, they start fighting. Her and Tavi start fighting, and Tavi's like, she messed with my son. She talked about my son. I gotta get her. I gotta get her. So when I say it was just so many fights, like it looks like, what's her name, Et, she actually didn't look like she actually wanted to fight, pressure, but because she walked to the back of the bus, and Amber, she was like, no, I'm not gonna fight you right now, you gotta give me a second, you gotta give me. And when I tell you, this girl, she was going through the stages of fucking grief and PTSD, like she was so scared. And I'm like, girl, Tasiki is not on the bus, you good, sweetie, you good. Like, when I tell you, she probably was just, her heart was pounding, baby. Tasiki gonna come get me, and then the other girls gonna jump me. I don't know what's going on. But so it looks like Et didn't want to fight pressure, but throughout the like 45 minutes that they in this fucking parking lot, she do fight pressure. She go outside and she's just like, oh, I told y'all I'm allergic to this bitch. No, you're not allergic to her, but your eyes allergic to her fist. She clearly popped you in that bitch, and that's why you was acting like that. Like, I at this point don't like anybody, and I don't dislike anybody. Well, I don't like Bahati and Titi, but I don't dislike anybody else, because honestly, I don't like, these girls aren't really showing their personalities for us to say which away. In Egypt, I don't like Egypt, and I hope Egypt doesn't come back. And I don't like Fawn, and I don't like Killer, and I don't like Rican. That bitch need to go find her tooth and get her prescription. Speaking of her, why was she? Oh, she walking around. I need to go find my prescription. I need to go get my prescription. They tell me it's gonna take an hour. Then it's gonna take an hour. But also, girl, what have you been doing? Like, you just got full time on the cast, or like, technically on the cast, and not just coming to film with like Killer and Rican. So, girl, why don't you have your prescription filled out, girl? Girl, because they say she be on that shit. I'm like, girl, what prescription was that? What strip club was that at? But what prescription was you getting? Because I'm thinking it's a little perky worky. Okay, a perk 10. Nah, not a perk 10. You're getting perk 50s. Okay, perk 40s. But yeah, Fauna, I just kind of noticed, honestly, maybe it's just me. It looked like Fauna was kind of trying to come at Tavi a little bit. And then, because, Tavi had been fighting pressure. So she was kind of coming at Tavi. And I get what she was saying, like, don't be jumping, don't be doing all this and stuff. And Tavi's just like, no, I'll jump if I want to jump. Honestly, pressure is like a bigger version of Summer. They can get their head knocked in from here to there, and they won't stop. So I'm not saying it's okay to jump her. I'm not saying it's okay for most people to be putting their hands on her, especially if she's just not with it. But pressure, just like Summer, is with it. So I mean, it is what it is. So Fauna, she was talking to Pressure. Oh, like Fauna, it looked like she was trying to come at Tavi, and then Pressure started coming at Fauna because Fauna has a skin tag on her cheek, on her right cheek, and Pressure was kind of like making fun of it a little bit, and Fauna and her, they started getting into it. Fauna, she got it. Pressure, she got one. Fauna got one. It wasn't like no knockdown, drag out. I do really want the girls to stop fighting on these buses, because, like, it's just not giving what y'all think that it's giving. It really is not. Another thing that happened was M and Tavi. So M and Tavi, apparently, not M, but TT and Tavi. So apparently they were starting to become friends or whatever. And it what from what I remember happening, because I watched half of it yesterday, half of it today, because I had to go to sleep. But some of us got real jobs. You can't go on TV for fight to fight for our money, okay? Our cortisol levels are regular, normal, okay, compared to these girls they are. But it looked like TT was, she was standing next to Tavi, and somebody came at Tavi and they was like throwing something, and so Tavi, she was just kind of like moving, you know what I mean, trying to like get. And I get for TT, it's just like, girl, you doing a little bit too much. You my bitch and I, but you doing too much. So I get that, even though I don't like TT. But also TT, she just overreacted, and I understand being like overstimulated, but it's just like she was like pushing Tavi, trying to push Tavi off, and Tavi, she just like reacted and kind of choked her a little bit. And I get both sides, but I get Tavi more. It's just like, girl, you sitting over here watching the fights and you overstimulated by it, but bitch, I'm getting punched in my face multiple times. And yes, I am going at this bitch, but like I'm having to put my head on a swivel because there's people that's after me. Like you just sitting here, like what you got going on? But yeah, like I don't know. But her and TT, they fought a couple times. Bahati, she fought Kanaya. Honestly, Bahati, last, see, this is the thing. Bahati was my girl on Baddies Gone Wild because she was the underdog and she genuinely seemed cool. This season, she seems like a child. She seems like a drunk fucking child, and she seems like she don't know how to hold her liquor or act. So I don't want her on the show. But what's really pissed me off when it comes to like TT and Hurricane M is that they keep acting like, oh, well, if y'all don't like Bahati, y'all will like us because y'all see that Bahati is the problem. No, we'll understand that you were the problem and that Bahati is a drunk bitch. Because like with Hurricane M, you not showing us anything. You just keep walking around. I don't want to seem like I'm a bully. I don't want to Long Beach this, Long Beach that. Like you keep saying like you don't want to seem like a bully, and we don't think that you're a bully. We think that you're a bitch. We think that you're a whack ass bitch. Like that's what we think. Yeah, I don't understand why she's just like, oh, I don't want people to think that I'm a bully and blah blah blah. And I'm like, girl, no, I don't think nobody thinks that you're a bully. I think that we think that you're a kind of a lame bitch and like you don't be doing nothing on the show. She when Bahati was fighting Kanaya, I'm not saying Bahati giving us something, you know what I mean? But it's just like, TT, what you giving us? You sitting over there jumping Neek. Like for what reason? Like I don't know. It's just so whack. Like TT, she actually jumped Neek, or not jumped, but she fought Neek, and I'm just like, girl, what for? What for? They did have like a little bit something the day before, but I'm just like TT and Hurricane M are just flopping down. And honestly, I feel like for Hurricane M specifically because she is like, or at least on social media, she does seem like to be friends with like, Natalie and Rolly and all them other kind of girls. Like, oh, I'm in the it circle, and it's like, no, you actually not. You know what I mean? Like, girl, you're born on a show. But speaking of born on the show, the reason why Pressure and Fauna started fighting was because Fauna was kind of going at it with Pressure a little bit, and Pressure told Fauna like, "Oh, you're boring on the show, so you want something with me." And I'm like, I do think that's what it was. I think that Fauna really wanted something with Tavy again, but then she was like, you know what, this bitch wanted, so I'm gonna give it to her. Fauna can go, Wet Wet can go, TT can go, M can go, Bahati can go. Um, all these girls can go. Like they really can. Um, Especially like I like Amber, so she can stay. But I'm just saying, like some of these girls, they not doing nothing. Like a lot of these girls was just in the back, just smoking weed and not doing anything. I'm like, damn, y'all done smoked all y'all weed before y'all start even moving. Like I'm just talking at this point. But the show was good. I actually did want to review the last two episodes, but I was just so tired. I'm tired of the way he treats me. Tired. But I'll probably be reviewing, the rest of it starting now. So yeah. But let me know what y'all thought in the comments. If y'all actually liked the episode, if y'all think that, who do y'all think should stay, who do y'all think should go? Or do you think everybody on the cast should stay? Do y'all think that this is a good cast? But I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.